you're picking an internet plan. Fiber, cable, DSL, satellite, 5G home internet. 5 options, 5 different sales pitches, and somehow every single one claims to be blazing fast. They can't all be telling the full story. Here's the thing. They're not lying, exactly. They're just leaving out the part that matters. So let's go through every type of internet connection in America. What's actually happening behind each one, and which one is worth your money?
Start with fiber, because it's the one everyone says to get, if you can. Fiber sends data as pulses of light through glass cables. Light is fast, obviously. But the real advantage isn't the speed of light, it's that fiber gives you a dedicated line. Your neighbors aren't sharing your bandwidth the way they would on cable. You get what you pay for, consistently, at 2 a.m. or 8 p.m. The catch is availability. Fiber is expensive to install because someone has to physically run new cable to your house. AT&T Fiber, Google Fiber, Verizon Fios, they've been expanding for over a decade, and they're still not everywhere. Major city? You've probably got it. Rural area? You probably don't. If fiber's available where you live, it's almost always the best choice. Higher upload speeds too, which matters a lot more than people realize once you start doing video calls or uploading anything.
Cable internet runs through the same coaxial lines that bring you cable TV. Xfinity, Spectrum, Cox, this is them. Cable is fast. Downloads can hit a gigabit in a lot of areas. But there's a structural issue. Cable is a shared connection. Everyone on your block pulls from the same local node. During the day, it barely matters. At night, when your whole neighborhood is home streaming Netflix, you feel it. It's actually the entire reason your Wi-Fi slows down at night, which I covered in the last video. So if that's been bugging you, go watch that one after this. Cable also tends to have much weaker upload speeds than fiber, even when the download numbers look great on paper. So if you work from home and live on video calls, this is worth knowing before you sign a 2-year contract.
DSL runs over old telephone lines. It's been around since the 90s, and frankly, it shows. The big issue with DSL is distance. Your speed depends on how far you physically are from the provider's nearest hub. Live close, you get decent speed. Live a mile or 2 away, your connection drops fast. Literally fast. The further the signal travels through copper wire, the weaker it gets. DSL is mostly hanging around in areas where cable and fiber haven't been built out yet. It's cheap, reliable enough for basic browsing. But if you're streaming in 4K or gaming online, you'll notice the ceiling pretty quickly. Satellite internet works exactly how it sounds. Your house talks to a satellite, the satellite talks to a ground station, the ground station connects to the actual internet. Traditional satellite providers like Viasat and HughesNet have one big problem. The satellites sit in geostationary orbit, about 22,000 miles up. That distance creates noticeable lag, called latency, because the signal has to travel that whole way and back. Browsing feels fine. Anything that needs a fast back and forth, like gaming or video calls, feels sluggish. Starlink changed this. Instead of one satellite way out in geostationary orbit, Starlink uses thousands of satellites in low orbit, much closer to Earth. That cuts the latency dramatically. It's not as fast or as cheap as fiber, but for rural areas with no other good option, it's a real upgrade from old-school satellite.
This one's newer, and a lot of people don't even know it exists yet. T-Mobile and Verizon both offer home internet that runs entirely over their cellular network. No cable, no installation crew digging up your yard. You get a router, plug it in, and it connects to the nearest cell tower instead of a wired line. It's a solid middle ground option. Cheaper than fiber, no contract in a lot of cases, decent speeds if you live near a strong tower. The downside is it depends entirely on how good cell coverage is in your specific area, and how many other people nearby are using the same tower. If fiber is available where you live, get fiber. It's not close. Dedicated bandwidth and strong upload speeds beat everything else on this list. No fiber, but you're in a city or suburb? Cable's your best bet. Just know it'll slow down during peak hours. Rural with decent cell coverage?
try 5G home internet first. It's usually cheaper than satellite. Rural with no cell coverage at all, Starlink is genuinely your best option now. Old school satellite should be a last resort, and DSL, honestly, only makes sense if it's the one option actually available to you, and you're not doing much more than browsing and email.
So that's every internet connection type in America. What's actually happening inside each one, and which one fits your situation. If this saved you from picking the wrong plan, subscribe. I break down stuff like this every week.